Okay, guys, welcome again to the Chain Spotlight. This is my podcast where we explore the wild and wonderful world of cryptocurrency, especially on the ICP ecosystem. And I'm your host, Febri. So today we have an electrifying episode for you guys. Because why? We have Playshib 2 with us, and then we have Osama as the development lead, and Omar as the co-founder of the Playshib 2. Hi guys, hi everyone. Nice to meet you.
Hello, it's our pleasure to be here with you today, Pep.
Hi
Hello, Pete.
Osama. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, fine, thank. It's been a pleasure to be with you here at Crypto Aids, and we are happy to start discussing.
Yeah, yeah. You know why I invite you to this podcast because I love to be I love to be support early project on the ICP.
Yeah,
Even you guys just release whatever it is like a website or just concept. But if you want to show up with the video, it means a lot for me because you guys show credibility for the community. So
yeah,
if you brave to show your face to the community, it means you build something legit for the community. But before we dive into what implies SIP and then why you build an ICP and other question, it's great to know you, your background, your profile. Start from Omar and then Osama.
yeah.
Mhm.
For me, I started. Maybe it's my first project. I'm starting on crypto. It's Playshib 2 for now. I've been a crypto investor since 2019, and then in the most and the latest, let's say, couple of months, I said, why don't we start our project? We've been going through the communities. We've been going through the project on the crypto industry. We've been seeing a lot in the most recent years. So we have a value and we have something to provide to the community. So we started playing it on Playship 2 actually,
Okay,
and it's the
okay,
very start, at the very start, the very first beginning of me for crypto investment, and this year.
okay, okay. Cool, Omar. Cool introduction about yourself. Right now, let's move to Osama. How about you, Osama?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Osama Hassan. I'm a development lead at PSP. I am just like started working with crypto from like 6 years now. Okay, I started development on multiple chains like Ethereum, Solana, and now I'm joining the ICP to start building on ICP. So when I started with Omar and my team to work on ICP and bringing a PSP, okay, we started like, okay, we have something to show to the community. We have vibes,
Yeah.
growing ecosystem. So why not to join the projects on ICP?
Okay, cool. I love that here you guys want to build on ICP and its pleasure. Maybe where you guys come from? Where you guys come from?
Yeah, mainly we are from the Middle East, Jordan,
Middle
but
East, Middle East.
yeah,
Both of
but
you from Middle East.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordania. Yeah, I know it.
Jordan.
I know it. So,
We
Yeah,
know John.
so
have you visited it
how?
yet?
Not yet, but my
You should
national
have.
foot, my national football team is
Okay.
play against Jordan. So I know Jordan, because
Yeah,
I love the football.
yeah, we do,
Yeah.
So
we do, we do so. By the way,
Cool,
we
cool,
are so
cool.
happy to be the first from the MENA region to start building on the ICP,
Yeah.
from the first ones. Yeah.
Why I am asking you about where you guys come from? Because
yeah,
in Indonesia, I from Indonesia. That is
yeah,
ICP Hub Indonesia. How
Mhm.
sure.
about in Jordania? Did you guys have ICP Hub on there, or what the closest hub that you close with your country with
Yeah,
the Jordan?
the whole crypto industry in the Middle East is still naive. There's no a lot of
Oh,
projects in the Middle East, let's say, especially for great projects like ICP. It's not
Mm.
expanding yet in the Middle East, but it's growing day by day. It's slowly growing, but we do believe that one day it will do the huge jump in the Middle East. We will see a lot of projects. Maybe you have seen a couple of projects in the most recent years, two or three projects maybe, but not a lot so far. So we are the
Okay.
first Jordanian project we are having.
And and
Yeah,
you guys first Jordanian project and first built on ICP.
Yes,
Cool.
definitely
from
yes.
Cool.
Not
region.
just on ICP, in the whole crypto industry. We're the first project in the
Yeah.
whole crypto industry, not just in non ICP side.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
not just
Yep.
in Jordan. We are like one of the first projects on blockchain in the MENA region. You know, the MENA region is a big region. It's including Jordan, Palestine, Egypt, and UAE, Saudi Arabia. This area has a lot to lots of
To
money we
provide,
can,
yeah.
yeah, to provide with the community. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it. I know it. And that's why guys, I come to you that you also come to us. So you build an ICP and that's my work to
Yep.
support that project built on ICP. And then take a look on your project at the beginning because your name is similar to the memes like Shiba Inu. I think
Yep.
that you guys is become the memes, but you guys more than memes if I can say it. So I can explain about your project. How if you explain what is Playshib, like give us like overview, like what's your vision and then what the goals of the Playshib too.
Sure. Let me go through it quickly. Mainly, Pep, Playship 2 is mainly a project that it starts with a PlayStation 2 emulator based on the blockchain. But it's much
Yeah.
more than that. It's just the starting point of the project. Mainly, we are focusing on building something like, Web 2 games are very far away from Web 3 games. The developers of Web 2 do not have the know how to develop games on the Web 3. Also, Web 3 developers, they are trying to neglect and building something on from the scratch on Web 3 mainly projects. So we are the middle point. We are the middleware between the both of them. We are building something to make the Web 2 developer games. Where can they deploy their games on the Web 3 without? It's not necessarily to know how to deep to sorry to the IT, let's say, or the native language of the development and programming of Web 3. They have their game on Web 2, they deploy it directly on the blockchain, and oops, we have a Web 3 game.
Yeah, so you try to connect that dots from Web 2 games, like we can say like PSP or
Yep,
PlayStation to the Web 3 because I'm agree that it is huge gap for that
definitely,
industry.
definitely.
You're right. So we have to connect it. But I talking with some guys yesterday about the futures of the game finance. It's like how it's going to be realized, like if we have like shooting game, if we
Yeah,
want to buy the bullets, should we do like confirmation on the metamask or on the plug wallet? I think it's not going works for the gamers on the web too. We have to make it more simple, we have to make it like more
definitely.
way like a web 2 game. So how you facing that issue, like I believe that you build playship going to facing like challenge like in the development of the ship. So maybe Osama, you want to share with us like
Yes,
how
sure.
you facing this.
Yes. The main issue we have in Web3 now is how to merging Web2 games to Web3.
Mm.
We have a lot of technical issue where Web3 is more complicated as if you think it as a web a game developer. Okay, is if you are a web game developer, you will feel it's complicated. So with ICP, if you like. know how to develop something on ICP using the ICP technology, and you need also to learn how to build a game. This is will be a full stack to like someone to build. So we are trying to solve this issue by making a layer for game developers to deploy to deploy their games on without learning how to Web3 works. Like in simple words, we can say that we build the infrastructure where you are going to deploy your games on. Okay, without talking directly with the blockchain, we handle the talking or communication with the blockchain. So which we search for a lot of blockchains. We like explored Ethereum, Solana, Sui, and finally we are going to build on ICP. ICP technology solves many issues we have in the Web3 industry. You said that MetaMask wallets or any other wallets need to sign transaction by transaction, where something like internet identity solve this issue, where you can get a session working all uh, or an all real gameplay, you know. So
Okay.
we are trying to solve this gap where developers need to learn Web3, okay, and users need to use Web3, how to use it. So we are making everything similar as Web2.
Cool. You mentioned you try and you do some plan to build on the Solana, Sui, and finally your choose come to
Yeah.
ICP. Can we know why your final decision is build PSP on the
Yeah.
ICP blockchain?
Let's say first of all, the storage cost on ICP is less on other chains.
Very
So
cheap, right?
yes, very cheap. If I wanted to host a game stats for any users on any other blockchain, it will cost me thousands of dollars. But
Thousand of dollars.
yes, in Ethereum, you like if you want to save 2 megabytes of storage on Ethereum, this will
Huh?
cost you hundreds of dollars. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. On ICP, I think 1 gigabyte or for $5 yearly. This is big difference. Second of all, the transaction speed on ICP and multiple subnets, this will help us a lot. So if I wanted to develop a game on any other blockchain, let's say Ethereum as an example, Ethereum blockchain is so expensive, gas fees are so high, so and every game it's need like up to 100 gigabyte 100 oh, sorry 100 megabyte of storage for each player. So if I have like thousand of player, I will need more than 10 gigabytes. On Ethereum, this will cost me a wealth. On ICP, this is more or less expensive. So this is why we chose to go with the ICP as
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very huge different, right? Yeah, Omar, you want to add something?
Yeah, I would like to add something talking about ICP itself. Mainly the developers do not go with the higher cost. It's mainly for ICP, it's lower, very lower cost for them. It's not just for us, it's only for them. So they can deploy their games in much lower prices. Also, if you are in the crypto industry since a while, let's say, you will know that the technology behind ICP is mainly, we can say that ICP is the sleeping monster, and one day this monster will wake up
Oh,
by the technology
okay.
behind it, actually. you know and after all, we can say that when ICP wakes up, it will melt faces. A lot of disbelievers in ICP since FTX trading platform, what happened on that situation. But after all, yes, ICP is going back to the top, and the market, the crypto industry, the whole crypto industry, there's still a lot of degens in the industry. It's not mature enough to know that the technology behind the ICP is the greatest technology on the whole crypto industry. So once it wakes up, we can go, we can hit our head on that time.
Yeah, guys, it is not me that talking to Omar or ask Omar to say that ICP is sleeping monster. It's come from Omar because this is confirmed that other people like a bullies on the ICP. It's not only about the price. It's because the technology and what can be solved
Yeah.
and what can help developers like you guys to build game. It's like a make a possible thing with the ICP. And before that, I want to make clear. So Playship 2 is not memes project.
No, 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 no. It's not at all. The main
Okay.
yes, the main theme that we have. It's not just because that we are looking to create a meme token or a meme project. It comes from the you know how it goes for meme projects. It's the strength.
Yeah.
It's community based projects.
Community based project, right? Correct.
Definitely, we want to be closer to the community. We want to communicate more with the community, and that's why we have the theme, the meme theme, actually, in the project.
Oh, so you have meme team. Osama, you want to add it?
Yes,
Uh,
as the current trend on Twitter, how Litecoin is now
It's
like
trending.
yes, Litecoin is now expose herself as a meme coin, so she
Yeah,
can get
Yeah.
yeah as a coin. So the crypto market now is still mature, where everyone is looking how to make gains. And let's make everything clear. Meme coins is community based, as Omar said. So the project itself get the strength of it from the community. So we wanted something to be more fun, more less formal. Okay, we can like have more discussion with the community, to tell us where we should focus on, with less like with the say pressure or something like this. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm interested that you clearly that Playship 2 is not about it's not a main project, so it's more than that, but you closer to the community. And I'm highlighted when I'm open to your website. If
definitely.
what the word that I read is like you try to build like emulator on the ICP. Where
Definitely.
is emulator in my my thing like I play some PlayStation 2 game with the emulator on the Windows. It is similar to that or it's a different way and it is possible to play PlayStation 2 on-chain game or yeah you can tell me tell us more.
I can tell you more about technical stuff. It's same as the emulator you used, like say, let's say 20 or 10 years ago. Uh,
Yeah.
the emulator is now mimicking how PS2 hardware works. So
Mm.
we are trying to bring this emulator from your Windows app to your browser, okay, where this emulator can sign transactions on ICP. This simulator,
Oh.
yes, this simulator can expose something about like memory cards. We used to have a 8 megabyte of memory cards on
And
our
16,
PlayStation.
I think.
Yes, so you now have like your wallet as your memory card. This emulator will get the data from the game and send it to your ICP wallet, okay, and save it on the chain. We choose like to build first with PS2 emulator as something we are tried, okay, and we wanted to examine our idea with it. So we have something built. We started developing this idea with the existing product, bringing it to web browsers and signing transactions with your wallet. Mhm. And so
So
we have like something as a multiplayer. The multiplayer, we have like something, the ideas in our mind, how to can we share like the same game on multiple
Definitely.
users. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, Omar, you want to
multiplayer
add it?
gaming. Yes. To clarify something, Pep, we are not
Oh,
no, let's say Playship has never meant to reinvent the wheel.
okay,
Yeah, we are, like I said before, we are a middleware between Web 2 and Web 3.
okay.
Yeah,
Mhm. So
this is the
existing
core.
you can play existing games.
Yeah,
You don't need to play a like to build a game from scratch. You can bring any game already exist and bring it to Web3.
Oh yeah, I understand right
yeah,
now. So I can play any game and then bring it to Web3.
Yes,
definitely.
any game. So it will be like
For example, like what game that
Yeah.
possible? For
Uh,
example,
we- we've tried a couple of games and posted on our Twitter account, like Devil May Cry, if you remember it.
yeah, I play it. It's
Yeah,
very fun.
yeah,
yes,
definitely.
definitely I
Devil May
take it.
Cry, Taken. There's a lot of games
Everyone
that
can
It,
play.
can work
it's
now than later.
that game is also possible if game from PlayStation 2 or
Any
on the
game,
Windows game. Any game.
any game from currently we are supporting
Yeah,
only PS2 games. In the future, we are
I love
supporting
it.
a lot of games. You can play lots of games. We are building the infrastructure where you
yeah,
can just hold the game, drop it on your browser, start. This game will expose some interfaces for our environment, and our environment will sign the transactions needed on ICP. Let's say you have reached level 5 in Devil May Cry. Okay, so if you have your wallet, you can continue your level on any device you have.
Oh yeah, so our wallet, like you said, it's become the memory card that we don't have to bring it on my bag, but it is in the internet identity.
Yes,
definitely,
Cool,
definitely. That's
cool,
it. Yes.
cool.
your game stats will be saved on chain, but also we have another features like your setup for the your environment will be also saved on chain as also, yeah.
Cool.
Yep, definitely, definitely.
Cool.
That's
Mhm.
why,
Cool.
Pep, we started with the PlayStation 2. You know, PlayStation 2 is the most sold console across history, if you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, uh,
If I can say
yeah,
PlayStation 2 still the best console. Even right now
definitely,
it's PlayStation
With
5.
the
definitely,
best games, with the
definitely.
best
So
games,
if we are
yes.
we are gonna start with our big hit, if you know.
Okay.
Yes, so we started with PlayStation 2, and we are going to expand our presence with PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 and 5 in the future,
Yeah.
and desktop emulators. So any game you can imagine, you have played it during your childhood, you can replay it and earn some tokens right now on PlayStation 2.
You can think about like how every game, like let's say on PS4,
Yeah.
every game is like communicating with your console. Your console handling your achievement. If you achieved any something on your game, the console notified about your achievement, okay, and save it on your PlayStation account. Is it correct?
Mm. Yeah,
Yes. If
correct.
you want to make any purchase on the game, you use your PlayStation account. Yes. So if you want to save anything, you save it mainly on your console. So we are trying to mimic this behavior by you are every purchase or every game stat you have or every achievement is saved on your wallet, ICP wallet, using our infrastructure.
That's awesome. That's very awesome. And I can wait and I want to try it because I have one of the my favorite game. I don't know you guys know it. It's called The Capone Kingdom. It's only on PlayStation 2. There is no PlayStation 3 or 4 5 edition. So that's why I love the PlayStation 2 because that game. And if we talk about Playship 2, you guys built something that I can say it's huge for for
Yeah,
the for the old school people because PlayStation 2 is like a biggest console sold that in history.
yeah.
I want to know like how you build this project, like where is the funding at the first and how you can build this.
So Omar can if start with funding and something, everything
You
else,
know,
and
to
then
start this development.
okay, from development side, you know.
Developed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I we tried to build something to a gaming project, you know. First
Mm.
of all,
Yeah.
then we started to see the vibes around ICP about how the community building like Windows 98, you know,
Yeah, I know
how
it.
these vibes you can okay OS on ICP. We started like okay, this might be a huge idea, if you know. How about like we have something similar to this? We started searching the internet, asking people in the industry, and we landed on already existed one. You know, we talked with the he built it an like 16 years ago. Okay, we talked with him. We arranged some meetings with him. Start discussing everything. We are now took his base code he posted 16 years ago, and we started working on it on this base code. We then we start to set up the ICP environments and bringing all the stuff together. So we bring the emulator after we develop it and deploy it on ICP and communicate.
Okay.
This emulator will natively communicate with ICP without any like code change in the game itself.
Okay, cool, cool. That's it's come from development side. And I want to ask to Omar, like,
Yeah.
what the current pace of the playship in term is there? How what's your stage right now? Is on the development, or you have any achievement, and what is going to be on your next plan for the playship?
Yep, definitely. Let me make it clear. You're asking about our achievements so far, Pep?
Yeah, yeah, your achievement so far.
Definitely. It's the very start beginning of our project actually, but for achievements, it was like say our first achievement so far. We had a DAO on Artist Need. We have communicated with them. We've been discussing the project for a couple of months, and then we had that DAO. The community really liked the project, so. Since I have the support of the community, it comes from the community. I really say it's an achievement. Actually, I can add
Yeah,
something
yeah.
to the whole community, to the industry. So I can say it's an achievement so far. Actually,
So we have
So
also developed emulator, and we will release it soon. As also, we will
definitely.
release it demo, yeah, so people can test it, and you can play your PS2 games, Pep, soon.
yeah, I hope it's going to be live soon, and you have to
Yes.
tell me if it is live because I love to play that game on the PlayStation too. And if we talk right now, what's your a dream on the ICP with the PlayStation too? Like you guys want to move to another state? Let's say you have in plan to put your project on the
Yeah.
SNS lineup.
No, we are not considering joining the SNS right now. Yeah, we're not considering.
Wow, why? But you
We
have
have some
plan.
plans for
But
the
you have
future,
planned it.
other plans, let's say. We will go with the liquidity pool, first of all, with we will release our liquidity pool in the next coming of days, actually. This is our first goal in the next coming days or months or weeks, let's say. We are talking with some third parties so far. Um, we can't reveal some names actually, since the deal is not still settled yet. But once it's settled, we will reveal the names. The liquidity pool is the main goal for us right now. The SNS is not mainly into our we're not taking it into our consideration. You know, there's some, let's say, bad reputation in the latest couple of weeks or
Yeah.
months on the SNS like rugs and whatsoever. So we are not joining it right now. We are going to be very transparent with the community. We are going to be very honest. And like you said at the very start of this
Hmm.
podcast, we are here revealing our faces. So we can do something that harms
Yeah.
the community. You know how it goes, Pep. A lot of projects have been very harmful to the community in the most recent years. So we are
Hmm.
not going to do that. After all, we are locking 45% of our total supply in the liquidity pool for 8 years with Sneed lock. That will guarantee transparency. Yes, it
Lock
will
it.
be locked for 8 years. Our 45% of our liquidity, our total supply. Sorry. So this can guarantee the transparency. No rugs will ever happen. Even the whales cannot dump our project. And
So
that,
we also move the SNS, let's say heavyweight. We on other DAOs as a Sneed DAO. We have already established DAO. So Sneed is like a launchpad, a community launchpad. So it's a already built
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
DAO, so we can participate with this DAO without taking over, like going is with SNS and start raising funds. No, we have already built Launchpad. This Launchpad has a DAO on our SNS. This DAO will hold most of the tokens. Hold a we join like their ecosystem now. So we are now under a bigger umbrella, which is Sneed DAO. So SNS is not an option right now, you know.
Yeah, I glad to hear, and I'm surprised that you not
yeah,
interested yet going to SNS, and I think it's
yes,
one of the big move because it can prove it to the community of the ICP that we don't have to SNS, but we can list our token with the good liquidity for the community.
thank
That's cool, bro. Cool, guys. You doing great job. You doing something that I think
you.
ICP community should know about this because I don't harm ISNS project, but most of community, like you said, have bad reputation. So let's make this like for example for them. We don't have
Build
SNS,
some.
but we
Pep,
can
no, there's no hard
prove to the
feelings
community.
for other projects, let's say, that have been through SNS before.
Yeah,
But a lot of projects, and mainly some meme coins, went through SNS, and they are like 50% down now or more. There's a couple of projects like there are
yeah.
90% down now.
Yes.
Yeah, and the fun fact, if
No.
take a look on the ICP tokens, there is a bubbles on there, and if take a look on the SNS project, yeah, some of SNS project did good, and some is not. That's like a normal way. But if we take a look a non SNS project, it like most
Yep.
Yes.
promising
So
for me.
before we for every ICP project is coming, before you launch it on SNS, make a great working project who can make money first or make any achievement first, then bring it to SNS. Don't start with the SNS directly, as most of projects do. They I think they don't have like a full product, and they start to promoting we are going to SNS, and this is will be bad for the community and the token holders.
Yeah, a couple of projects most recently
Yeah.
went
Yes.
through this, like Kang Swap. The main criticism that they had that they did not achieve anything. So why are you are going to through SNS right now? Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
this
agree
makes a
with you.
very
I'm
big
agree with you.
difference actually, Pep. So we are trying not to go through this.
Yeah, and why you guys why I love to be invite you to the podcast. Another reason that I send an invitation to some projects that maybe people think that it's huge. Yeah, I know they're busy, but I sent them invitation since years ago, and I don't know why they rejects me. So I think that, oh, maybe I don't have like this video version, and then I made this, and I hope it's going to be they accept that. And with this podcast, I hope they, if I have chance to talk with
Yep.
them, I will asking about this. Why you guys, why you guys don't hear that community feedback? Because it's important. Because it's important. So if I have chance to talk
Yep.
Yes.
with
Why
So,
we are
them.
doing what exactly, Pep? Couldn't hear you.
I can
Yep.
answer
Can you
this.
repeat the
What?
question? That's
Sorry?
actually this is what I can't hear. I had some technical issues.
Sorry, pardon.
Yep.
What,
I
Omar?
didn't get
I
the
don't get it.
question from you, Pep.
Oh no, I'm not asking the
Yeah,
question. I just share my
I had just some
opinion.
second
I just
technical
share my
issues, so
opinion.
my apologies.
No, 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 no. No problem. That's just something
Yep.
happen if we do on the stream yet. But yeah, you know, we can do the live podcast like we meet each other, but with
Yep.
Yes.
this stream yard, with this platform, it's like meet us together. And I hope soon there is like platform similar to
Yes.
this on chain on
Mhm.
ICP. Yeah, I think it's great, but in the coming years, maybe because it's needed a huge
Definitely.
computation for running this thing. And yeah, lastly, before we wrap up this podcast, guys, I want to hear like what do you want to get noticed from the foundation about this playship, to like what's your goals that you can attract that, let's say, the founder of the ICP like Dominic Williams will notice you, or other 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 key team from the Definity. Oh, there is cool project, so we have to support it, because sometimes they support
Yep.
project from the scratch. So I believe with this interview, I hope it's going to be,
We hope so.
you
Yes, we
know,
hope so.
see them.
Actually, Pab, we are trying to leverage ICP itself. ICP, as I said before, the crypto market is immature. They are unaware about ICP, yet ICP technologies. So the core of ICP
Yeah,
needs this hype to be created from the inside of the ICP to the outside. So we can recruit some investors, some developers, and many other parties in the crypto industry. So this will leverage ICP itself. So we are dreaming about building something for the crypto investors, for players, for playing games, and also for developers.
Mhm. Yes, and getting noticed by the
okay,
godfather
okay,
of
cool.
ICP, Dominic Williams, eventually, in the end of this series, you will get noticed, but we are first to get noticed by the community. They should try something from us. We should
Yeah,
have a full working product they can play with, test it, and then we got get noticed by everyone else. So if we impress the ICP community, everyone will be impressed in Definity team. So it's step by step.
yeah,
First, the
yeah, and
first and most important step is to impress the community, to have a fully working product that they can play their games and leverage ICP technology. Then we start to think about how to get with Divinity and so on. So, in I think in the long term, we like need some help from Divinity, or like we need some technology to be in consider in the roadmap to for our product.
yeah, yeah. Cool, cool. That's it. I love that here. You guys want to impress the community first. Yeah, and
Yep.
in this podcast, you guys both talk like have some a bunch of number, a
Yep.
good idea, good topics. So I think you can cut it and upload it on your X. So let everyone know about our conversation, because I believe not everyone will be watched from the beginning until the end. So you guys can take it out part that you think that is going to be impressed, and then have people know
Mhm.
what you built and what your vision. So
Thank
thank
you.
you once again, Osama and Omar, for
Good.
coming to our podcast.
It's our
It's been a
pleasure. Thank
pleasure
you.
to have you. And I know, yeah, I know it's hard to build something at the early, and
You
Yes,
we
sure.
definitely,
have to support
we
each
Yes.
other, right?
100% agree with you. Thank you for so much for giving us
Cool,
this opportunity where we can speak out to the community. Thank you so much.
cool.
Thank you so much, babe.
Cool. Thank you. Let's end this. And okay, guys, you
Def-
can go to the Playship Twitter. You follow them and join to the community. So get the latest update from the Playship too. So okay, thank you, Omar. Thank you, Osama. Have a
Thank
good
you
Okay.
day.
so
Success
much.
for the
Appreciate
Thank
it.
Playship
you.
too. Okay.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.